Hey guys! Okay, so excuse the background. I haven't gotten a background yet. The first one we used was my lovely editor's Stephanie's. Insert picture here. But yeah, so this week was not the best week for me. I mean, diet-wise, it was okay. It wasn't horrible. But I'm gonna talk to you guys more emotionally today. I did go to the gym. There was probably 2 days that I didn't go to the gym this week. But that's because I got my period. Yeah, unfortunately, girls get those.
Get out of here. And don't come back for 5 to 7 days.
I want to talk to you guys this week about why I was really down. My main reason, well, the only reason, was I miss my dad. You know, I started thinking about him a lot. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It's more of just like, I don't know what happened to me. Literally one day I was up here and then all of a sudden I went down here. Like, I went from 0 to 100 real quick. Or more from like 100 to 0. That's better. 100 to 0 very fast. I literally was about to get to work. I was listening to music and then, you know, my dad just comes heavily into my head, you know, and I start thinking of, wow, you know, I wish I could call him. I wish I could talk to him. I was really feeling down. I really wanted to just pick up the phone and call my dad and talk to him. And I couldn't do that, unfortunately, you know. And I really let those emotions affect me and keep me down. And I mean, it's been 9 months since my dad died. And I'm trying to hold it together. And there's just some days where I have no fight left in me to want to keep it together. I don't know how to sometimes get myself out, you know. The gym is a great outlet for me. I've learned to use that as my tool. I go, I get my workout in, I let out all my anger, my mad at the world feelings, and I just leave it there. But this week, it didn't happen that way for me. I really wanted it to. Sorry. I don't know why it's harder today to talk about it. It's just been struggling. I've been struggling, you know. It should be easier to talk about, but since I don't see anything happening yet with the guy who caused the accident, there's just so much frustration and so much anger, and I don't want to be angry and I don't want to be frustrated. There's so many different things that are going on that people don't know about, you know, and I unfortunately can't share some of those things. But I have so many things that are like tackling my head right now, and I want to be able to tackle them back. But it's very hard to do that when all you want to do is literally give up. But in a way, I can't give up, because every time I walk into that gym, I see that headband on my head, and it's literally a constant reminder of keep going, don't stop, don't give up. You know, I've pushed so hard, I've worked so hard for the last 4 months to get to where I'm at now. Like 4 months ago, I wouldn't have thought I would be here, you know. George and my mom and my sister and her best friend Mary and my best friend Steph, you know, they've been such great help and influences and motivators to help me get up and get out of my slumps. But this week has been really, really, really tough for me. I keep replaying the day that my dad died, the whole accident, from the phone call I got from my brother Eric till the point we buried him, and all the times in between. It's hard. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It's always this feeling of he's gonna come back home. I always have that hope that he's just gonna open the door and he's gonna say, "Hey guys, I'm just kidding. I just needed a vacation for 9 months." But that's not the case. I mean, he's in paradise, but forever. My dad was my best friend. I had so many laughs with him and so many conversations with him, and it's very hard to think, oh wow, I literally have a police officer right next to me. I'm sorry, I'm like driving in my car doing a voice recording, and it's just so funny. I'm talking about my dad and a cop pulls up next to me. I mean, that happens a lot. I always have a cop on my left side that is always around no matter where I drive, and it's the most randomest cops ever. And this cop is from my dad's neighborhood. It's the Sweetwater police officer, which is around my dad's neighborhood, which is so funny. Wow. I look at those as signs from my dad. So I really have to thank my mom and my sister and George and Steph, my best friend. I really have to be thankful for them because they also helped me get out of my slumps, and they've definitely done that this week. But the one person I can't forget to thank, and sometimes I tend to, but I know deep in my heart, he definitely knows my heart, and that's God. I mean, I can't go a day without having to thank God. Like, I have to thank him, because if it wasn't for the little faith that I have left going on in me, in him, I wouldn't be anywhere. To give some examples of what God has kind of like let me see, I guess you can say, I guess they're just like signs from my dad. Like, I get signs from my dad all the time. One day I was driving home from work and I was thinking about my dad, and I literally saw in red cups, which is my dad's favorite color, red, I heart Ellie. And I was like, oh my God, that was the best sign. But going back to this week and a lot of things I was thinking about, I've been going back and thinking about, my dad's accident, how some things are still just not resolved. So to kind of like subside the pain, I just think about the different memories I had with my dad, all the time we used to play around when I was a kid, or I used to sit on my dad's leg and I used to hold on to his leg, and I would look up at him and I'm like, go Dad, go, walk. And he would drag me around the house on his leg. It was the funniest thing ever. Or there was this one Christmas video. It was actually kind of funny because I don't know why I got this yellow raincoat. My brother and I both got yellow raincoats. And my dad goes to me, come here, let's put on the raincoat, let's see how it looks on you. So he puts the raincoat on me. He goes, oh, my little banana. And he literally just hugs me and is like, oh, my little banana. I was like all over the place because I was in a raincoat and he was calling me a banana. I mean, my dad was everything to me, just like my mom's everything to me. You know, my parents are my king and my queen. And, you know, I'm fortunate to still have my mom with me. And I hope I have her for a very, very long time. No one's perfect. My mom, to me, is also my everything, you know. She's also my best friend. But when you have both parents, it's different. Having both of them is like having superpowers. So I wanted to do this video, kind of like reflecting on my dad, but reflecting on my mom too. Mommy, if you're watching, I love you. Know that I love you and I care about you so much. Thank you for always being there for me. You're the best mom ever. If I didn't have such a strong woman like you in my life, just like how you raised my sister to be strong, I'm so blessed to have you and my sister. Two strong, beautiful women helping me and guiding me through this really, really tough pain.